Picture this. It's 3 in the morning. Your house is completely silent. You're deep in a dream. The world outside is dark and still. Then suddenly, a sound, a crash, like someone threw a sack of potatoes down the stairs, followed by the unmistakable sound of tiny claws scrambling at full speed across your hardwood floor. You jolt awake, heart pounding. Is it a burglar? A ghost? Your mind races through possibilities. You peek out from under the covers. And there it is, your 10-pound ball of fluff, eyes like black holes, ears pinned flat, tearing around the corner like a demon possessed. Furniture is a racetrack. Your hallway is a speedway. Chaos reigns. Welcome to the 3 a.m. Zoomies. And if you're a cat owner, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm your host at the Cat's Mood, where we decode the mysterious world of feline behavior. And today, we're diving deep into one of the most bizarre, most chaotic, and yet most misunderstood behaviors in the cat kingdom, the midnight sprint session. So what exactly are we dealing with here? Scientists call it feline frenetic random activity periods, or FRAPs for short. But let's be honest, Zoomies is way more fun to say. Here's what it looks like. Your cat's pupils dilate to the size of dinner plates. Their ears flatten against their head. Their tail puffs up like a bottle brush. And then, lift off. They sprint. They leap. They twist midair. They attack invisible enemies. They ricochet off walls like a pinball. It looks completely random. It looks insane. But here's the truth. It's not random at all. Every single movement, every sprint, every wall jump, it's all driven by deep, ancient biology. Your cat isn't going crazy. Your cat is being the most cat they can possibly be. To understand the Zoomies, we need to talk about your cat's daily routine. Let me paint you a picture. It's noon. Your cat is asleep on the couch. You leave for work. 3 hours later, your cat is asleep on your bed. You come home at 6 p.m. Your cat wakes up, stretches dramatically, eats dinner, and then, you guessed it, finds a new sunny spot and goes back to sleep. The average house cat sleeps 16 to 18 hours a day. That's not laziness. That's their evolutionary programming. In the wild, big cats like lions and tigers do the exact same thing. They conserve energy between hunts because hunting is incredibly expensive, energy-wise. But here's the problem with your modern indoor cat. They're not hunting. They're not burning that energy. So while you're at work, sleeping, napping, they're doing what? Charging. Like a phone plugged into the wall. All day long. By the time you go to bed at 11 p.m., their battery isn't at 20%. It's at 100%. And they are vibrating with pent-up, explosive energy. Now you might be thinking, okay, I get the energy thing, but why 3 in the morning? Why not 8 p.m. when I'm still awake? Here's where it gets really interesting. Most people think cats are nocturnal, active at night, asleep during the day. But that's actually wrong. Cats are crepuscular. That's a fancy scientific word that means they're biologically programmed to be most active during 2 specific times, dawn and dusk. Think about it from an evolutionary perspective. When are small prey animals most active? Early morning and early evening. Mice venture out. Birds start moving. The lighting is low, perfect for an ambush predator with incredible night vision. This is when cats in the wild hunt. This is when their bodies are screaming, "Go! Move! Find food!" And 3 to 5 a.m., that's the beginning of the dawn window. Your cat doesn't know they live in a house. Their DNA doesn't care that there are no mice to catch. At 3 a.m., their ancient predator brain wakes up and shouts one simple command: hunt. But there's nothing to hunt in your living room, so all that energy, all that biological imperative, it has to go somewhere. And that somewhere is sprinting laps around your furniture at 30 miles per hour. Now here's something that makes the Zoomies even stranger. Have you ever watched your cat during one of these midnight episodes and seen them suddenly freeze? They're mid-sprint, and then full stop. They're staring intensely at a completely blank wall, not moving, just staring. It's honestly kind of creepy. You look at the wall, you see nothing, not a single thing. And you start to wonder, does my cat see ghosts? In a way they do, but not supernatural ghosts. Sensory ghosts. Things that exist in a world you literally cannot perceive. A cat's eyes have 6 to 8 times more rod cells than human eyes. These are the cells that detect motion in low light, so that blank wall you're looking at? Your cat sees a tiny dust particle floating, a shadow shifting as the furnace kicks on, a moth so small you'd never notice it. Their hearing is even more incredible. Cats can hear frequencies up to 64 kilohertz. Humans max out at 20. What does that mean in practice? Your cat can hear a beetle walking inside your drywall. They can hear a mouse breathing in your basement. They can detect ultrasonic sounds that are completely silent to you. To you, your house at night is quiet, still, empty. To your cat, it's a jungle. It's alive with movement, with sound, with potential prey everywhere. They're not chasing nothing. They're reacting to a rich sensory world that you are completely blind to. Okay, we need to talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the thing your cat just left in the litter box before sprinting out like their tail was on fire. Post-poop Zoomies. Every cat owner knows them. Your cat does their business, and then suddenly, they're tearing through the house like they're being chased by an invisible demon. It looks ridiculous, but there's actual science behind this. It all comes down to something called the vagus nerve. This is a major nerve that runs from your cat's brainstem all the way down through their body to their colon. It's part of the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system. When your cat passes a bowel movement, especially a large one, it puts pressure on and stimulates this vagus nerve. And here's where it gets interesting. That stimulation can trigger a sudden, massive release of neurotransmitters in the brain. We're talking dopamine, endorphins, feel-good chemicals flooding the system. Your cat isn't running from something. They're running because they suddenly feel amazing. They feel lighter, literally. They just lost weight. They feel a rush of euphoria. It's like a runner's high, except it's a pooper's high. Some researchers also think there might be an evolutionary component. In the wild, leaving waste behind could attract predators, so after doing their business, wildcats would instinctively distance themselves from the area quickly. Your house cat doesn't have predators, but that instinct remains. So they sprint away from the litter box like they're escaping danger, even though the only thing chasing them is instinct. The victory lap is real, and it's powered by biology. So now the big question, can you actually stop the 3 a.m. wake-up call? And the answer is yes, but you have to work with their biology, not against it. Here's what most cat owners do. They feed their cat dinner around 6 or 7 p.m. Cat eats. Cat naps on the couch while you watch TV. You go to bed at 11. Cat follows you. And then at 3 a.m., chaos. The problem? You skip the most important part of their natural cycle. Cats have a biological pattern. Hunt, catch, kill, eat, groom, sleep. It's hardwired. But you gave them food without the hunt. So they didn't burn the energy, they didn't complete the cycle. Here's the fix. About 30 minutes before you want to go to bed, have a serious play session. And I don't mean tossing a ball twice. I mean 15 to 20 minutes of intensive predator simulation play. Use a wand toy. Make it move like prey. Quick darts, sudden stops, hiding behind furniture. Make your cat run, make them jump, make them crouch and stalk. You want to see them panting. You want to see them slow down. You're literally draining their energy tank. Then immediately after play, feed them their main meal. This completes the cycle. Hunt equals food. Food triggers the natural grooming and sleep response. Their body releases sleep hormones. They settle down for digestion. Do this consistently, and within a week, you'll notice something magical. Your cat sleeps through the night. Not because you forced them, but because you satisfied their biological needs. One final critical piece of advice. If your cat does wake you up at 4 a.m., and they might, especially at first, you have to ignore them. I know it's hard. They're meowing. They're pawing at your face. They're knocking things off your nightstand. Every instinct in your body says, just get up and feed them so they'll be quiet. But if you do that, you've just taught them the most important lesson of their life. If I annoy the human at 4 a.m., I get food. Congratulations. You didn't train your cat trained you. They are incredibly smart. They learn cause and effect faster than almost any other animal. One reward at 4 a.m., and they'll try it again tomorrow. And the next day. And soon you have a permanent 4 a.m. alarm clock with fur. So ignore them completely. Don't yell, don't push them away, don't even look at them. Any response is a reward. After a few nights of getting zero reaction, they'll give up. It takes willpower, but it works. So the next time your cat tears through your house at 3 in the morning, remember this. They're not being annoying, they're not broken, they're not weird. They're being exactly what millions of years of evolution designed them to be. A perfect, efficient, incredibly specialized hunting machine. The fact that they're compressed into 10 pounds of fluff and living in your apartment doesn't change their DNA. Your cat is the ghost of a wild tiger living in your living room, and at 3 a.m., that ghost wakes up. Understanding that doesn't just help you sleep better, it helps you appreciate the incredible animal you're sharing your life with. Now I want to hear from you. Does your cat have the Zoomies? What's the craziest thing they've destroyed during a midnight sprint session? Drop your story in the comments below. I read every single one, and some of them are absolutely hilarious. And if you want to understand more mysterious cat behaviors, hit that subscribe button. Next week, we're decoding cat sleeping positions. Why the loaf means something completely different than the shrimp curl. Thanks for watching The Cat's Mood. Now go give your little chaos demons some extra love. They've earned it. Thanks for watching The Cat's Mood. Now go give your little chaos demon some extra love. They've earned it.